Hi, welcome to Promo Insiders, an ASI Media podcast covering the topics that matter most to the promotional products industry. I'm executive editor Sarah Lewandowski, and today I'm joined by Erika Ayers Badan, CEO of Barstool Sports, host of the Token CEO podcast, and the keynote speaker at the upcoming ASI Power Summit in October. Thank you, Erika, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So, of course, Barstool is a brand like no other. It is unapologetic. It is super authentic. You have a rabid fan base. Why are your followers so loyal? What is behind that brand and community loyalty? And how do you oversee such exponential fan base growth as CEO?
It's a great question. So, I think there's a couple things that make Barstool very special. The first is that it's a 20-year story. So I think one thing that people forget is that this is a brand that has its highs, has its lows, has its moments, has its controversy, has its wins, has had its losses over the last 20 years. The reason the brand has resonated and grown so many followers is that the brand has always been very authentic. Dave Portnoy, when he created Barstool, it was what it was. When I joined Barstool in 2016, it was what it was, but it became something new. And I think one of the interesting things about how we make content and how we connect with fans is there's the content we talk about. We tend to talk about sports, comedy, entertainment, lifestyle, football, golf, hockey, you name it. There's one part of the conversation and the content that's about the football, and then there's the story of the people who are talking about football. And when you look at social media right now and you look at the internet and you look at marketing, all anybody wants is the story behind the story. And this is a company that makes both of those type of stories in one fell swoop. That's how we've grown so much. How have I done it as CEO? It's been managing a lot of chaos. It's certainly dealing with a lot of personalities, but I've really always been focused in my 8 years here about growing audience and understanding the platforms that we have available to us to connect with people in new ways, in new formats, with new ideas, and certainly with new voices. We have about 90 personalities at Barstool Sports. When I got here, there were maybe 10. So we've grown a lot of different personalities. We've added a lot of different people, and we've sought to master a lot of different marketing channels to be able to grow fans and deliver for them every day.
So to jump off of what you're saying about, being the CEO and what it means to manage a company like Barstool, what does a female CEO uniquely bring to the table so that you're able to fill that niche?
It's funny. It's weird. Barstool is one of the first and only places I would say that I haven't really thought about my gender at work. When I joined Barstool, I was the only woman. We now have a lot of fantastic women who work here. I think being a great CEO takes grit. It's kind of lonely. It takes a lot of patience. It takes stamina. It takes vision. I think one thing that's great about being a female CEO or just being a woman in general is I think women kind of bring their own perspective to the table. I didn't need to be the biggest, loudest personality in the room. Like that, I didn't need to do that when I came here. I didn't need to be the alpha. What I wanted to do was to make everybody else successful and to find a way to make money and have a stable, calm, rational business in the midst of a lot of personality and a lot of drama and a lot of conversation. So, I think female CEOs certainly bring their own personal attributes to the table. I think women are insanely hardworking. I think women think about a community of people more than they think about themselves. I think women are used to just getting shit done and making things work in a way that is sometimes mind-boggling and miraculous. So, hopefully I have a few of those qualities too. I've certainly learned from a lot of women here and a lot of women in my life, but it's never ending.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And also, looking forward, how do you see the world of digital media shaping up over the next few years? And how will AI play a role in that? Are you looking at AI at Barstool and what role it will play moving forward with your company?
Yeah, I think AI is fascinating, right? AI will enable everything like menial tasks, which can be done faster, more simply, and in greater volume will all be taken over by AI.
Mm-hmm.
I think the future of media, in particular, will be about social media. It will be about video, where I'm very passionate about video. I think the future will be everything will be video enabled. Your refrigerator will have video. I think there'll be a future where you don't even need a phone, where you just have apps and are able to chat and have conversations in any different format on any different platform. And I think a lot of the tasks which have formerly, a lot of the media business is a very manual business. I think AI will take on a lot of those tasks, which hopefully will free up people to be more creative and do more thinking.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The other thing is, and I know this was a big push during your tenure, was the branded merchandise at Barstool. I know I read the Vanity Fair article on you, which was fantastic, and it said that you actually had some Barstool shirts before you joined Barstool,
Yes, I
which
did.
is great. And so during your tenure so far at Barstool, merchandising has really grown. It's very hyper local. Personally, I love the Barstool Philly shirts. They are very on point, I must say. Why has promo been so key to brand strategy over the past few years?
Yeah, I mean, this group knows this, like your industry is this. I love merchandise. As a digital person, I love physical things, and I always have. My first day at Barstool, we had just launched Saturdays are for the boys, which was a big merchandise and a kind of anthemic theme for us. And my first day of work, I launched a shirt that said Mondays through Fridays are for the girls. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
Because it was a way what I was thinking could become physical, and what I was feeling was something that you could wear. And I've really loved that through my experience here. And I think, all a t-shirt is just the expression of a brand somebody believes in, or an idea that someone subscribes to, or some type of anthem that they feel reflects well on themselves. And for us, that's been a really good way to diversify our revenue, which was something that was very important to me coming to Barstool. And then I also feel, like I'm a Dave Matthews fan. When I see somebody with the Dancing Nancy bumper sticker on their car, I'm like, oh, I like you. Like, I don't even know you, but you have affinity with me because we're showing we like the same thing. And that's what's so incredible about merchandise in general, which is it has the power to connect people and enable people to recognize one another by virtue of what they're wearing or what they're using, and I think that's been good for us. I think it's made our brand mean something, and it's enabled people who follow our brand to become advocates and marketers of the brand itself.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And finally, what is next for the Barstool brand? What are you looking ahead to right now that you can share with us?
Oh, I mean, so much. Like we we just got the company back like 2 weeks ago. So we have a
Yeah.
lot going on. I think we'll get back to, I always say around here, it's like back to the future. So we'll get back to doing what we do best, which is making great content, entertaining people on the internet, surprising people, making merchandise, delivering for our advertising partners, and then finding and growing, I think, the best brands on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Well, thank you, Erika, for joining us. We really appreciate it. Erika will be the keynote speaker at the ASI Power Summit in Pasadena in October. Head to asipowersummit.com to register. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Thank you, Erika. We appreciate it.
Thank you.